This is Ruth Perry, a much-loved, very popular head teacher of Caversham Primary, whose death has touched so many, whose death, her family say, was a direct result of the pressure put on her by Ofsted inspectors who judged her school inadequate. Today, Ruth's face hung from the railings at another Berkshire school, where several friends and colleagues gathered to demand that her death be the catalyst for change of the inspection regime.
I feel absolutely devastated that Ruth took her own life, and I can totally understand the pressure that she must have felt under. I feel really sad and really angry that her entire teaching career, it seemed, was reduced to one word.
We need to have something in place to check that schools are doing their job, but in just a more nurturing way that has more well-being for the staff.
The head teacher of John Rankin Infant and Junior Schools, Flo Cooper, ignited the debate yesterday when she said she was prepared to block an inspection at her school today. But in the end, she accepted it had to happen, a governor delivering the news of the climb down.
The Ofsted inspection is now going to go ahead today, and the school is going to fully engage in the process. There's no further comment at this time.
Pupils arriving for school will have had little idea of how they were indirectly involved in the protest, but most of their parents told me they agreed with their head's call for change.
I think what Ms Cooper is doing is sending the right message out. We've got to stop this name, blame and shame culture that we're living in, and we do not want a repeat of what happened to Ruth Perry. So yeah, well done her.
3 days ago, I had no idea about some of the issues they were facing. So she's definitely highlighted a need for change. If you want change, you need to do, things like this sometimes. And yeah, I think it's good.
We need to change the system. Ofsted need to come in and have more of a holistic approach. Suggest ways to improve rather than saying you need to improve and then walk off and leave them.
The strength of feeling that Ruth Perry's death has evoked is evident by support for a petition. More than 130,000 people calling for a review of the inspection report that she was so worried about.
I've been in an Ofsted inspection as a governor, and I've been in Ofsted inspections as a member of staff, and I've seen people reduced to tears. There is a need for us, regulatory checks on schools and nurseries and preschools and childminders to make sure that people are safe. But I feel that it should be supportive. It shouldn't feel like it's an attack on you.
3 education unions have also added their weight to this demand for change, suggesting a pause of inspections to allow a review of the regime. But a former chief inspector of schools has today defended the way Ofsted works.
Ofsted has helped to raise standards over the last 30 years, and head teachers, in my experience, want the hard work that they put in and the hard work of their teachers to be validated.
While the head teacher here wasn't able to go through with her protest, she has succeeded in drawing attention to the concerns of many in education. And they'll hope that the protest started here will help lead to a review, to a change in the inspections regime that so many are now demanding. James Ingham, BBC South Today, Newbury.